San Francisco board open to reparations with $5 million payouts. We saw this. Didn't just get announced like 2 years. 2 months ago, a month ago.
A month ago.
But it didn't really get much traction, I guess, or something happened. But it came out again, and now it's like they just pouncing on it.
The traction is really for the people of San Francisco.
No, when I say no traction, nobody talked about it. Now it's been said again, and people talking about it way more. Let me show this. Payments of $5 million to every eligible black adult, the elimination of personal debt and tax burdens, guaranteed annual incomes of at least $97,000 for 250 years, and homes in San Francisco for just $1 a family. That's what it's saying. That's what's in this reparations plan. What do you think about it?
That sounds like a pretty decent amount of money. I think that's the most we've heard compared to in California, in Los Angeles, what were they offering? 250,000?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And then they wanted to move it up
350, 340 or something like that.
350, and then they finally said $1 million.
Said $1 million. Yeah. San Francisco jumping out $5 million.
$5 million off the top.
That's off the top, you know.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And I'll tell you again, $5 million.
I want all of you out of my goddamn house.
What did you press? Well, see, we can't hear his sounds right now.
Can't hear my sounds.
That's why I was messed up. If I took us long to do this, some of that was part of it. But yeah, anyway. There are some of these more than 100 recommendations made by a city-appointed reparations committee tasked with the thorny question of how to atone for centuries of slavery and systematic racism. And the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, hearing the report for the first time Tuesday, voiced enthusiastic support for the ideas listed, with some saying money should not stop the city from doing the right thing. Several supervisors said that they were surprised to hear pushback from the political liberal San Franciscoans, apparently unaware that the legacy of slavery and racist policies continues to keep black Americans at the bottom rungs of health, education, and economic prosperity, and overrepresented in prisons and homeless populations. Those are my constituents who lost their minds about this proposal. It's not something we're doing or we would do to other people. It's something we would do for our future, for everybody's collective future. The supervisor, Raphael, whose district includes the heavily LGBTQ Castro.
We know it's in San Francisco.
Take the money.
Eastwood, take that money and run.
Hey, you get it, you better go, because it ain't going to be good for you. You think it's just going to be the white people mad. You're going to be surprised if they give you reparations, you're going to have Mexicans, Asians, Indians, Arabs. You're going to have all them mad at you. I'm an American. They'll tell you, why am I paying reparations?
Well, they said that wouldn't be the first time they all have came against us. They always come
crafty
against
council.
Us.
They took crafty council before. They'll take it again.
They'll take it again. So we ready for it.
That's the same article that's just written by New York Post. Now this right here, I'm not surprised. I doubt you're surprised by this either. First, I'm gonna read this one. Camilla Moore, who was at the head of the California Reparations Task Force, and well, she's not the head. It was the other woman that's the head of it, but she's one of the people that's on the committee in California Reparations Task Force. She was responding to the Rebel News, which is what they call an alt-right or conservative news outlet. They said California Reparations Task Force is urging the provision of $360,000 in reparations to each black resident, despite the state grappling with a significant budget deficit. So that's what Rebel News said. And she responded with, FYI, all news headlines claiming that California Reparations Task Force is presently urging any specific amount of compensation per black CA resident is completely misinformation. In fact, the task force has not yet recommended any particular monetary amount or determined whether payments will be uniform across the race-neutral community of eligibility. The task force is still in development stage. Final recommendations, including compensation, are slated to be released on July 1st, 2021.
Wow.
So she let it be known, these people lying on me. We ain't asked for nothing yet. At least the California Reparations Task Force. Now we see San Francisco.
Like
we ain't playing no games. We ain't backing up.
Eastwood, when they know you have the money, they will nickel and dime you to get it back. New laws, lawsuit, higher taxes. They will find a way to get rid of it. Get rid of you. True. That's why you got to be ready to take your money and go.
That's why I said if they give you reparations, the first thing they do, affirmative action, all that stuff.
And that's what
civil rights laws gone.
And that's why the NAACP is against that $5 million.
So you just gonna
Okay, well, all right.
damn. Travis said, let me just go ahead.
Nigga, I
And
ain't skiing. Ain't no snow out here.
let me just read this real quick. This is a quick story. Why 1860 agency is help that helped newly freed blacks might return to California. The California Reparations Task Force will recommend a new version of the Freedmen's Bureau to administer a potential reparations program. Freedmen's Bureau, back in the 1800s, they created this, I guess you would call it a bank, or a bank that was supposed to hold black money, but it ended up robbing it. Pretty much, that's pretty much a simplistic understanding of what happened. Would you trust to do this again?
No, if they rob you the first time, they'll rob you again.
Yeah, fool me the first time.
We're not gonna talk about the Negroes that be in charge of
Oh,
shit.
not
be robbing you
damn.
too.
Now you gonna throw. So who the one that's gonna be stealing, Travis? So let's
Both.
go ahead and say it. Say it with
Both.
your chest. Huh? Say it with your chest.
The
I ain't
government,
scared of you motherfuckers.
the government and Negroes.
Well, which Negroes?
What?
You trying to say the people at the head of this gonna be stealing? Cause that's what you implying.
I'm not.
The day of the Geechee is gone, boy.
You gotta be honest with yourself. Now you wanna get quiet. All right, we move on.
You broke motherfucker kill me.
I'm just joking. Woke reparations
No, you're not.
I
You're
am.
not joking.
All right. Woke reparations committee eats itself. San Francisco Reverend who wanted to black people $5 million now rejects idea alongside local NAACP chapter and says cash should go to community projects instead.
Bootleg Negro of all persuasions.
See, you could have said that. See, Regina just slick with it. She was able to say the same thing, but she was slicker with it. So you should have. You could have same thing.
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can't be slick with it. Like somebody, motherfucker, you stole my money. You ain't gonna say somebody. No,
Somebody
you
stole my money,
Somebody
you know.
stole my money. No, it was your ass that stole my money. Remember how they did the Mongoloid Indians? They found their way to get the money off of them. Well, they should have never got the money from the beginning.
What? Hold on. You saying that the Mongols ain't got nothing either?
No, they shouldn't got
So
shit.
they
They
ain't
had
go-
slaves.
No. What? See, this is what you're doing. You're convoluting stuff.
I'm not convoluting shit.
What's between the Indians and them is between Indians and them.
They not even real Indians. They fake Indians.
Okay. What's between the Mongoloids and them is between the Mongoloids and them.
They shouldn't have brought their ass over here.
Okay. Reverend Amos Brown is the vice chair of the Governor Gavin Newsom's 9-person reparations committee. He is also part of the San Francisco African American Reparations Advisory Committee, which published their $5 million suggestion in December. It was December. I know I'm not crazy. This is old. We heard about this 4 months ago. But he has now said the money will be better spent in a community and a settlement with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. A black San Francisco leader who helped devise plans to pay out $5 million in reparations to every African American resident now rejects the idea and says the cash should go to community projects instead.
So who came to him and talked to him?
The NAACP.
The Mongoloid Indians owe us too. They next.
This was the first.
Yeah.
This is what the NAACP said first when they said they reject the $5 million plan. See, San Francisco NAACP rejects $5 million reparations payment to blacks, calls for reparations to the focus on investments and opportunities in 5 key areas at Board of Supervisors meeting on reparations today. So that was the original post. They then came out with another announcement to clarify, they said, what they meant.
Yeah.
They said NAACP San Francisco branch clarification of the rejection of the $5 million reparations payment. It says here, I'm going to read this real close. But I'm just going to say this. Basically, somebody got the picture in the comments, I think. There's an Asian woman.
Is
in
that
a-
Ike? That's Ike.
Yeah. How to destroy that man's name. But anyway.
The pork chop is a close friend of Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Kamala.
No, that ain't. You see what they say? Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
Oh, Lord. Her name is so easy to play with, though. It's just funny how her name and what she's known for kind of is easy to play on her name. But basically, they say the reason why they're against the $5 million payment plan is because it won't get support from the from the city council. What their version of the city council would be. So they're saying there's people on the city council that's not going to vote for this. So why even put it up there? It's know it's going to fail. So why not put something that can actually pass?
Oh, put somebody in charge of the money and give it to the community, and we'll never see it, and it ain't go in y'all damn pocket.
And to get Black Lives Mattered.